everyone, how's it going? I'm Randy with Nerds Templar, and today we're going to be bringing you a Catholic VR review of Vader Immortal Rated Teen. If you want to know how this review is going to work beforehand, check out the short video in the description below. Without further ado, let's get started. The official game summary reads: Step inside a galaxy far, far away with Vader Immortal Episode 1. You are a smuggler operating near Mustafar, the fiery world that Darth Vader calls home. When you're unexpectedly pulled out of hyperspace, you find yourself uncovering an ancient mystery at the behest of the Sith Lord himself. With the help of your droid companion ZOE3 or Zoe, you'll navigate the dangers of the fortress, hone your lightsaber skills, and meet new characters along the way as you discover what Vader is up to. Also included in your purchase is Lightsaber Dojo, an open-ended training experience where you can hone your skills with the weapon of a Jedi Knight. Starring Maya Rudolph, Vader Immortal is a canonical Star Wars adventure created by ILMX Lab and Lucasfilm in collaboration with Oculus Studio. Having been a Star Wars fan since I was a wee lad, I must confess that I am a little biased when it comes to things Star Wars. However, I've come to see its flaws, especially the newer content. Since Star Wars is such a prominent fantasy universe in our culture, a lot of the thinking that will go into this will also, of course, go into other Star Wars related reviews, but it may also be discussed later on in future series that delve into the philosophy behind different fantasy settings, such as Star Wars. If you're interested in something like this, definitely make sure to leave a comment below letting me know. Now on to Vader Immortal. The official description, I think, does a really good job of explaining exactly what the game is. There is, of course, a relatively short yet interesting story, along with the hours worth of Jedi training you'll get from the lightsaber dojos. The story, of course, spans all three of the games, and there are 3 different iterations of the lightsaber dojo. The first pro for Vader Immortal is that it's Star Wars. What more should I say? Along with that, it also stars Darth Vader, arguably one of the best characters of the late 20th and early 21st century. Next, Vader's dojo is super fun and really challenging. This is a pro not only because you get to hone your lightsaber skills, but also because the next 2 dojos in the following games get even harder and more intricate and interesting, as well as more interesting rewards. The final pro is that each of the games of the series is pretty cheap, but they also go on sale as a bundle pretty often. I do, of course, have some cons about the Vader Immortal series. First, while it is Star Wars, it's of course new Star Wars and completely seeped in our cultural stew right now, which I found mildly evident throughout the story. Second, I kinda thought the droid Zoe was annoying. Sorry, Maya Rudolph. The last con is just general Star Wars philosophy. This doesn't necessarily have to be a con, but I find that every time I get into something Star Wars, it's always in the back of my mind. Time for the ratings. For gameplay and feel, I give Vader Immortal an A. It does feel pretty great, but there is something about it that just isn't quite S-worthy for me. Don't worry, you'll still feel like a Jedi. For purpose and depth, I give Vader Immortal an S. It works great as a lightsaber simulator, and the story definitely has its moments, but Vader's Dojo x3 takes it up to an S for me. For the truth rating, I give Vader Immortal a B. This is really just taking into account the inherent flaws in Star Wars and secular philosophy that's in the game. Finally, for the moral rating, I give Vader Immortal another B. Again, for the Star Wars and secular values that are now just par for the course, and perhaps the fact that you're a smuggler. But hey, it's Star Wars after all. Overall, I give Vader Immortal an A. Even if it is dragged down a little bit by secular standards, it is still overall a good game and definitely worth a play, especially because the pack frequently goes on sale. The story is pretty good, all things considered, but Vader's dojo is really what makes the game for me. They are straight up Jedi training simulators, and the fact that they change and get more difficult through the 3 games is even better. The dojos alone make the game worth it, in my opinion, and will give you tons of playtime and exercise too. Finally, for the minimum age recommended, I say anyone around 10 to 12 can play Vader Immortal. While it's rated teen, if you think they can handle both Star Wars and VR, I don't see why they couldn't play this. Whatever secular messages are in the game aren't really any worse than you'll find basically anywhere else in our culture these days. The worst obviously might be the fantasy violence that's inherent in any Star Wars game, and perhaps your droid's personality. Sorry again, Maya Rudolph. And I should note, again, just for anyone not aware, that the game will, of course, involve fighting stormtroopers, because it's Star Wars. So just take from that what you will. Thanks for watching. If this video was helpful or you just liked it, be sure to give a like and subscribe. And please share your thoughts of the review of Vader Immortal in the comments below, or any other games that you would like to see reviewed here, or anything else. For now, I'm Randy, this is Nerds Templar, peace.